Question 34. 25 milliliter of 0.107 M H3PO4 was titrated with a 0.11 M solution of a NaOH solution to the endpoint identified by the color change of the indicator bromocresol green. This required 23.1 milliliter. The titration was repeated using phenolphthalein indicator. This time 25 milliliter of 0.107 M H3PO4 required 46.8 milliliter of the 0.115 M NaOH. What is the coefficient N in the equation? H3PO4 plus NOH minus forming NH2O plus H3 minus N PO4 whole N minus for each reaction. Now in this question, when the titration was done using the indicator bromocresol green, the volume of NaOH solution required for the titration was 23.1 milliliter. And when the titration was repeated using phenolphthalein indicator, the volume of NaOH required was 46.8 milliliter. The value of N depends upon the number of H plus ion furnished by H3PO4, which in turn depends upon the basicity of H3PO4 or the valency factor of H3PO4. Therefore, the value of N is equal to the basicity of H3PO4 or the valency factor of H3PO4. Now, equivalence of H3PO4 will be equal to equivalence of NaOH. That is, equivalence of H3PO4 is equal to equivalence of NaOH. And equivalence of H3PO4 will be equal to molarity of H3PO4, that is 0.107 m, into volume of H3PO4 in liters, that is 25, divided by 1000 liters, into valency factor of H3PO4, let it be N, and this is equal to equivalence of NaOH. Equivalence of NaOH will be equal to molarity of NaOH, that is 0.115 m, into volume of NaOH in liters, that is 23.1 divided by 1000 liter, into valency factor of NaOH, that is 1. Solving this equation, the value of N is equal to 1. Therefore, when bromocresol green is used as indicator, value of N is equal to 1. Similarly, when the titration was repeated using phenolphthalein indicator, equivalence of H3PO4 is equal to equivalence of NaOH, and equivalence of H3PO4 will be equal to 0.107 into 25 by 1000 into N, where 0.107 is the molarity of H3PO4 and 25 by 1000 liters is the volume of H3PO4 and N is the valency factor of H3PO4. And this is equal to equivalence of NaOH, and equivalence of NaOH will be equal to 0.115 into 46.8 divided by 1000 into 1, where 0.115 m is the molarity of NaOH solution, 46.8 divided by 1000 is the volume of NaOH in liters, and 1 is the valency factor of NaOH. Solving this equation, the value of N is equal to 2. Therefore, when phenolphthalein is used as indicator, then the value of N is equal to 2.